people that I knew were saying the high school's been hit. I looked back and forth 3 or 4 times. I was just totally disoriented to think, I can't believe this is what I'm seeing. Just the damage was just indescribable.
The high school was indeed significantly damaged. Most of it was gone.
I just keep expecting everything to go black and for a sharp pain.
Huge metal light posts that we had on our soccer field and our baseball fields were gone. There's no sign of them anywhere. We had 4 soccer goals, no sign of where they were at.
We lost a family friend of ours in a tornado.
I heard some warnings and some kind of rumors that there was a tornado in Joplin.
They told me that we had 1 player that was unaccounted for.
So the small red car gets taken up into the tornado and I'm probably 10, 15 feet away. So I took a U-turn and I went straight. I was going about 70. Everything's hitting my car. I didn't know what it was and I was scared it was gonna hit a car, but I couldn't see anything.
I lost my step-grandpa to tornado.
I can remember looking out the back door and just seeing the spiral and everything just moving around because it was right on top of us.
And then the predominant thought that I had was just, now what? You know, what do we do now? Where can we possibly go from here?
Thousands of pieces of wood stuck in the ground, almost like, you see the movies and they shoot the arrows in the air and in the Robin Hood days and the arrows. I mean, I can't imagine what it would look like raining down pieces of wood all over our football field, our baseball field, all over. Couldn't see anybody. Houses down everywhere. No house up whatsoever. Everything's down.
Our first priority is we need to find our kids, make sure our kids and our staff and faculty are okay. So that was our focus for several days.
Just seeing that the high school was indeed significantly damaged, most of it was gone. And the first thing you think of is all your students and your co-workers, how are they? All the people that you know in Joplin. You just think about the well-being of everybody.
All of a sudden, the tree limbs just start breaking everywhere and the glass starts shattering. And my mom goes, "We're being hit by a tornado. You need to start praying."
Everything was just such in disarray at that point, at that time anyway. So, and then, at that point, you just try to reach out to the coaches and as many people as you can and players and just try to make sure everybody's accounted for and everybody's safe.
I heard some warnings and some kind of rumors that there was a tornado in Joplin, and that's just kind of hard to believe whenever we have warnings all the time.
We're standing in the doorway and I look out and my dad's like, "Oh, well, the neighbor lost their roof." And I'm like, "No, Dad, that's the next door neighbor. They lost their house and it was just completely level. Half their house was laying right on my truck. And then we came out and we looked up and we just saw the second story of our house just gone."
I wasn't really more scared for my life as I was for everybody else's at that time because more my family, because I didn't know where they were or what they were doing, and all the cell phones were down, so I couldn't call anybody. I tried and it wouldn't work, couldn't text anybody, so that was probably the worst part ever.
I think the thing that got us most was the fact that our brother was in the danger zone at the time. So we had to go out there and get him, and just driving past all the old things that used to be there, like going down Main Street and seeing all the buildings just completely destroyed was devastating and hard.
My grandma lost her house in the tornado, and her husband, my step-grandpa, was in a rest home and it hit the rest home while he was in it, and he didn't make it out.
It gives me goosebumps even thinking about it, just the emotional aspect of it. People have been phenomenal. It's just no other word for it. They really stepped up. When we needed help, they were here. And that was huge for us.
Soon the school will be under construction. And so I'm very proud of this community and the people that I know that lost their homes and lost their businesses have rebounded and shown a lot of strength and have been an inspiration.
When I hear thunderstorms, or even somebody will say, "Oh, it's supposed to get bad tonight," I just start getting panicky and my heartbeat starts getting faster because I'm like, "Oh goodness, is it gonna be like before? Is there gonna be another bad storm?"
Our leadership and administration here, we did a great job of setting the tone. We are gonna start school, we're gonna get back to normal. And when you hear that, at that point, then you're just like, all right, let's get to work, one day at a time, and then you just, you can't think of the long process, you just gotta think in the now and what needs done now.
Well, for me, the best thing was to just help people, because after it happened, I would feel bad just sitting around doing nothing.
we had so many people help, and we still do. Like, it's just amazing that people still remember us, and it's not like it was like a 1 week thing and then we were forgotten all of a sudden. Like, it lasted all year, and even to today we still have tons of help. And
just that feeling of us all being together, that we made it through this, that we will have a football season, just that moment right there lifted my spirits, and I think it lifted most of the football players' spirits too.
We might have lost our school, we might have lost a lot of our facilities, but we didn't lose our heart or our desire to succeed. So.
Well, there's no question that the extracurricular activities in a school are really at the heart of everything we do outside of education. I mean, you know, they are what keeps a lot of kids in school. They bring community pride. They're a showcase for your school. I mean, you know, we exist because of academics, but when you add co-curricular and extracurricular activities on top of that, that's kind of the heart and soul of the school, in addition to what we're here for.
The people within Joplin, this community, have stood up, you know, have kind of dusted themselves off, and we've gone back to work. I mean, a year later, we've got so many more businesses up that are bigger and better than ever. We've got people building their homes back, people moving back into town.
I'm as excited to be here and have this job as the day they hired me. I fully feel like we're heading in the right direction. Great days are ahead of us. The kids are buying in, they're working hard. I love my staff. I mean, I feel like you know, good things are on the way, that's for sure.
Just to come together and overcome this giant obstacle. Because a quote I used to live by was, God's gonna throw obstacles in your way, but it's up to you to get over them. So I kind of feel like that's what we did. We got over this giant obstacle and we're becoming stronger than ever.
It just created, you know, unity when we all came together and just played football.
There's unfortunate things that have happened to Joplin, and you know, those are apparent and those are obvious, but we're trying to move forward and have a better future.
So this will be where the new high school will be rebuilt, from 20th Street over here all the way down to 24th Street down here. And obviously we're standing here and still a lot of rubble, but May 22nd we're going to break ground on our new high school. And the projection date, the target date, is to open in August of 2014. It's going to be a joyful time when we can get back in our place and come back and say, you know what, it's back to normal now. So that's something we're all looking forward to.
Live every day like it's your last.
But we're rebuilding and we're becoming stronger than ever, so I guess I can't frown forever.